Hey Gemini, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekly reading from November 25th through December 1st, 2024. This is for Gemini. Last shuffle coming out for Gemini. Let's see. Gemini, we have fragmented energy, and then we have the loving woman. This tells me, well, that this week may be all over the place. You may feel like you're leaving pieces and parts of yourself everywhere. You may feel like there's so many loose ends to tie up, and there's no um, closure in something here. I keep seeing that they're saying that things are going to be moving really fast. You may find yourself being very, very busy this week. I mean, go figure, right? Um, in America, and I'm not really clear on where this holiday, how this holiday is celebrated, or if it's celebrated outside of our borders, but the United States. But Thanksgiving comes up this week, so a lot of us will be very, very busy, right? With either family or like our community, because some of us don't aren't privileged enough to celebrate with our family, and sometimes our family's not privileged enough to celebrate with us. How about that? Um, with some extended people, but you have fragmented energy, right? With the Eight of Wands, strength, death, and Four of Pentacles, and so a lot of this would. It looks like Spirit wants to talk to you about closure. Okay, and they want you to understand, because the closure is here with the Death card, Four of Pentacles. They're showing here that like closure is your choice. Okay, it's not an apology, justice, or even getting answers. It's more so an energy of like, they're not saying that you're insecure, but they're showing that it's creating insecurity within you. um, it's like you may be holding on to something and it's scattering you everywhere. The It's like if something made you feel terrible, if you felt trapped, if you felt like you couldn't move forward, if you felt like communication or movement forward was being held back, right? Because that's kind of what closure does. It's almost like they're saying that seeking any kind of closure by reopening the problem or speaking about it or rehashing it or holding on to it it's almost like they're saying it's insanity for you. It's not something anyone can give you at all. It's moving on, and it's your choice, because they're showing a moving on energy with the Eight of Wands. They're saying it's your choice. No one's going to be able to give that to you. That you have to make a decision to say, well, they're not going to give it to me. I still have to keep moving forward. I have to keep my wits about me, and I have to close that door. I have to close this chapter. I may never get those answers. I may never get justice for this situation. Not justice in the way that you would recognize justice, because does come. It just may not be the way that we would want to see it, right? I see a lot of people that do some crazy crap and they still thrive in my eyes. Then I find out later, maybe they weren't thriving like all that. Maybe it's just because what I wanted to see wasn't happening. Doesn't mean that they aren't getting what they deserve. But and neither do I want anyone to suffer through anything. I'm almost always in a place of just do the right thing and I'll be okay. Like, I don't care. I don't want to see you suffer. There's hardly anyone in this world I want to see suffer. I'm like, goodness gracious, just do your thing, just do the right thing, because no one has time for that. We have a purpose in life and we should be pursuing that and doing and being about our business. I hate being held up with people and foolishness. You know what I mean? I actually don't like it at all. I do understand wanting vengeance and such, but I'm like, I don't have time for that either. Just go figure your stuff out and let me do what I was doing, because I was happy over here till you came over here. You know, so this is what they're talking about for the week. They're showing a lot of busy energy, but it also shows it's more of a distraction, maybe because there's something about, they're showing me an anchor where you haven't really anchored in on saying, I get that I'm never going to get anything out of this situation, and I need to just move forward and start building um, some building structure for myself. And the structure is, it seems like it's shaky because you're still waiting for someone to say I'm sorry, or you're still waiting for someone to relinquish something or release something to you, give you something. It may even be actual stuff, like actual things, like maybe even money that you feel like I've spent enough time. You maybe not they owe me, but I've spent enough time doing XYZ, and that this is an investment and there should be a return. And that may be withheld from you. And Spirit saying, well, factor in your life being that I may never get the closure. I may never get what is being withheld. What do I do? And they want you to move forward. Okay. So I just want to throw that out there because it's like such a strong pow to my chest that I have to say it. The loving woman, Knight of Pentacles, Hierophant is a person. So at the very beginning of this week, so 25, I mean, not 25, but Monday, Tuesday, right? This is about a person who is coming towards you and they say they're promising things to you. This is someone that's promising whatever they're promising, it's future. It's long-term promising. It's not like, oh, tomorrow I'm going to help you. This is like long-term stuff. They may be talking about months down the line, weeks, years down the line. This person may be promising marriage. This person may be professing um, yeah, I mean, it could be marriage. Loving woman's not gender specific, but that's definitely what this is looking like to me. This person may be telling you that, we just need time. I just need some time to get da together, but I promise this, that, and the third. And they're showing that this person is withholding or holding back from you. And with the holding back, you may feel like you're being held back by this person. You may feel like, so this is, like I said, this is not gender specific, nor is it just romantic. This even could be like, I'm seeing employer and employee relationship where this person's promising so many things for the future, and then they are um, they're holding back. They may not even be paying you as much as they're supposed to be paying you. They may be withholding things, and they're keeping you from moving forward. You may feel like they're holding you back based on promises that sound really good, but may not even amount to anything. Because the promises, no matter which kind of relationship this is, it looks more like potential, not reality, is what this is telling me. So this is at the very beginning of the week. So you are still throughout this week may feel very held, like just held back, like you're being kept, like you're being, I can't say caged, but being kept back. And Spirit's almost like telling you, you got to make the choice. Look, back and forth, I can't make this up. Golly, Wednesday and Thursday, back and forth with the Hanged Man and Ten of Wands. Someone may be, um, I won't say guilt tripping you, but being a victim or having a victim mentality in some regard, or saying, um, yeah, that's what this looks like, because they're showing you being in a place where you feel burdened, where at one point you felt like, if I just keep pushing through, then I'll get to the end, I'll get to the promised land, I'll get to the finish line. And now you are back and forth going, this feels like extra work and responsibility that I should not have. And I feel burdened by this. I feel um, like you may feel like to some degree it's all on you. And then on another hand, you're going, if I just keep pushing, I may be able to get to the end of this. But once again, I keep seeing a potential and not a reality. So even if you work really, really hard and keep pushing, you may never get whatever was promised to you. And I don't like that. So at the end of the week, we have family here. So you're talking about um, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You have Queen of Pentacles and Four of Pentacles. And this looks like your family is nurturing, and there's some nurturing energy, or it's like holding back and nurturing at the same time. I see them trying to work through something, your family, and they want to keep you around or stick with you, or you may want to keep them around. I'm also seeing the family being in a space of like matching energy. You may feel, I swear, you may feel this whole week that it's like they're holding back. They may not be telling you everything. They're not giving as much affection or care as they did before. They're not as welcoming or as open or as generous as they used to be. You may feel like like, why is everyone acting this way? For some of you, it's woe is me a little bit. And you may want to know what the heck is really up. Like, why is everyone holding back from me? You may just have this small feeling of like, what's going on? But Spirit, once again, just wants you to be reminded that it's your choice to move forward. No one can really give you answers in this energy. And for some reason, it's mostly because it's like, they're working on some possessiveness issues. Everyone seems to be quite possessive of you, Gemini, and they're working through that. And while working through that, they're waffling between giving a lot and pulling back because they realize they're doing too much. I feel like everyone, like when people get to know you or meet you or have you in their life, they're possessive. Gemini's mine, you know. I don't care which family members or who these people are, that to you it could be friends, it could be coworkers, it could be boss and employee, it could be parent and child. There, Gemini is mine, right? My friend, my employee, my boss, my wife or husband or boyfriend or girlfriend, my parent, my child. It's like mine. I keep seeing a very strong energy of them, um, trying to balance that out with you, not really sure how to be with you. So Spirit's asking you to make the decision to move forward and, choose choose to like focus or like drop your anchor on this one thing. You've got closure. I don't need you to say nothing to me. I don't need you to explain anything to me. I don't need you to apologize. Just, I'm good. I'm good. Don't let anyone hold you back. You make the decision. Does it sound good or not? Does it feel like it's solid or not? Are you happy doing what you're doing? Don't hinge anything on anyone's word according to this. Okay. So you could be dealing with a Leo, a Scorpio, Taurus, Pisces. Those are the main signs, but we also have Capricorn and Virgo. So you could be a Taurus Gemini cusp. You could be dealing with a Leo Virgo cusp. We have, yeah, that seems to be all the cusps. If you're not dealing with these signs, which you don't have to be, these signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.